Have you ever wondered what happens when we come face to face with death? What mysteries lie beyond the veil of life as we know it? It's a question that has haunted humanity since the dawn of consciousness. Today we journey into the ethereal realm of near-death experiences. These are the stories of ordinary individuals thrust into extraordinary circumstances, brought to the precipice of existence and given a glimpse, however fleeting, into what may lie beyond. Join us as we explore 10 of the most fascinating and thought-provoking near-death experiences ever recorded. Stories that will challenge your perceptions, ignite your imagination and leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about life and the great beyond. Our journey begins with Pam Reynolds, a woman who stared death in the face on an operating table in 1991. Diagnosed with a giant aneurysm in her brain, Pam was scheduled for a risky procedure known as hypothermic cardiac arrest. Essentially, doctors would induce a state of clinical death, stopping her heart and draining the blood from her body to operate on a brain otherwise inaccessible. As Pam lay on the operating table, her senses began to fade. She could hear the surgeons talking, the clinking of instruments, the hum of the operating room, then silence. Her consciousness, however, was far from extinguished. She found herself drifting above her own body, watching the medical team work frantically below. The details she would later recall were astounding. Pam described the unusual bone saw used in the procedure, a detail she couldn't have known beforehand. She recounted snippets of conversation between the medical staff, conversations confirmed by those present in the operating room. Even more remarkable, she spoke of a profound sense of peace, of being drawn towards a brilliant light. This light, she said, emanated warmth and love, a feeling of coming home. Though reluctant to return, she felt a pull back towards the land of the living, back towards her earthly body. Pam's case, with its uncanny accuracy and profound experience, stands as a cornerstone in near-death research. It begs the question, if her brain was essentially offline, how could she have perceived and remembered these events? Could this be evidence of consciousness existing independently of the physical body? Our next chapter takes us into the world of Dr. Eben Alexander, a renowned neurosurgeon whose life took an unexpected turn. Steeped in the world of science, Dr. Alexander approached near-death experiences with a healthy dose of skepticism. That is, until he had one himself. Stricken by a rare form of bacterial meningitis, Dr. Alexander fell into a coma, his brain ravaged by the infection. Given his condition, his chances of survival were slim, and the likelihood of neurological damage even higher. Yet, as his body lay in a hospital bed, his consciousness embarked on an extraordinary journey. He found himself in a realm unlike anything he'd ever encountered, a world of vibrant colors, swirling patterns, and celestial music. He spoke of a being of pure light, a guide who accompanied him through this extraordinary landscape. This experience, profound and life-altering, shook Dr. Alexander to his core. Here was a man of science, a man who had dedicated his life to the study of the brain, confronted with an experience that defied all he thought he knew. His recovery, deemed miraculous by his colleagues, was just the beginning. Dr. Alexander emerged from his coma a changed man, his skepticism replaced with a firm belief in the afterlife. He detailed his experience in the best-selling book, Proof of Heaven, igniting a firestorm of debate within the scientific and medical communities. Anita Moorjani's story is one of resilience, of hope, and of the extraordinary power of the human spirit. Diagnosed with terminal lymphoma, Anita's body was riddled with cancer, her organs shutting down. As she slipped into a coma, her family prepared for the worst, but Anita's journey was far from over. She too found herself drawn towards a brilliant light, a source of overwhelming love and acceptance. In this realm, she experienced a sense of interconnectedness, a profound understanding of the universe and her place within it. She was shown the trajectory of her life, the choices she'd made, and the impact they had on those around her. The message was clear. Love is the most powerful force in the universe, and fear is the ultimate illusion. Given a choice, Anita chose to return to continue her life with a newfound appreciation and a powerful message to share. Upon awakening, her recovery was nothing short of miraculous. The tumors that had ravaged her body were gone, her organs revitalized. Anita's story, a testament to the power of the human spirit, raises profound questions about the relationship between mind, body, and the nature of reality itself. Could her near-death experience have triggered a spontaneous remission? Or, as Anita believes, was it a glimpse into a realm where death is not the end but a transition to a higher state of being? The story of Alex Malarkey takes us into the heart of a debate that has raged within religious and skeptical circles alike. After a horrific car accident left him comatose, 6-year-old Alex awoke with vivid recollections of a journey to heaven. He described walking through the pearly gates, encountering angels, and even meeting Jesus himself. His story, co-authored with his father, became a publishing sensation, selling millions of copies and captivating the hearts of readers worldwide. The boy who came back from heaven became a beacon of hope for many, offering solace and comfort in the face of grief and loss. However, as the years passed, Alex's story took an unexpected turn. In a public statement, Alex recanted his story, claiming that he had fabricated the entire experience. He admitted to embellishing details to please his father and to capitalize on the public's fascination with heaven and the afterlife. Alex's confession sent shockwaves through the religious community, sparking a debate about the validity of near-death experiences, particularly those recounted by children. While some dismissed his story as a hoax, others argued that his initial experience might have been genuine, later distorted by external pressures and expectations. Alex Malarkey's case serves as a stark reminder of the complexities surrounding near-death experiences and the importance of critical examination, even when faced with compelling narratives. Our journey continues with the story of Howard Storm, a self-proclaimed atheist and art professor who prided himself on his rational worldview. His life took an unexpected turn during a trip to Paris, when a sudden illness led to a near-death experience that shattered his skepticism. As his body lay in a hospital bed, ravaged by a perforated duodenum, Howard found himself slipping away. He described a chilling sensation of his consciousness leaving his body, followed by a descent into darkness and despair. He encountered beings who taunted and tormented him, amplifying his fear and isolation. However, in a moment of desperation, he cried out for help, a plea that was answered in the most unexpected way. A group of luminous figures appeared, radiating warmth and compassion. They guided him out of the darkness, offering words of comfort and forgiveness. This experience transformed Howard's life. He returned from the brink of death, a changed man. His atheism replaced with a profound belief in a loving God and the power of redemption. He abandoned his career in art and dedicated his life to sharing his story and ministering to others. Howard Storm's experience, a stark contrast to his previous beliefs, highlights the transformative power of near-death experiences and their potential to reshape even the most deeply held convictions. Perhaps the most iconic image associated with near-death experiences is that of a tunnel of light. Countless individuals from diverse backgrounds and cultures have reported being drawn towards a brilliant light at the end of a dark tunnel during their brush with death. This light, often described as emanating warmth, love, and a sense of peace, seems to beckon individuals towards a realm beyond human comprehension. One compelling example comes from the experience of Vicky Nora Took, a young woman who suffered a cardiac arrest during childbirth. As she slipped away, she found herself being pulled towards a brilliant light at the end of a long, dark tunnel. The feeling she describes was one of pure ecstasy, of being enveloped in unconditional love and acceptance. Another striking account comes from the experience of Dr. Mary Neal, an orthopedic surgeon who drowned while kayaking. As her lifeless body was swept downstream, Dr. Neal found herself traveling through a tunnel of light, where she encountered a chorus of voices and a sense of overwhelming peace. The prevalence of this imagery across cultures and backgrounds raises intriguing questions. Is the tunnel of light a universal symbol of the afterlife, a portal to another dimension? Or could it be a manifestation of the dying brain attempting to make sense of its final moments? Imagine, just for a moment, reliving your entire life in the blink of an eye, every decision, every interaction, flashing before your eyes like a vivid, unending reel. This is, well, the essence of the life review, a phenomenon that has been reported by countless individuals who have experienced near-death moments. During a life review, people often find themselves as observers, watching key moments from their past unfold, almost as if they were projected onto a cosmic movie screen. But here's the thing. It's not just a passive viewing experience. Many describe feeling the emotional weight of their actions, both the good and the bad. They experience the joy they brought to others, and on the flip side, the pain they may have caused. It's as if they are living the emotions of those around them, fully immersed in the ripple effects of their choices. Take, for example, the experience of Daniel Brinkley, a Vietnam veteran who was struck by lightning and declared clinically dead for 28 minutes. During his near-death experience, he recounted witnessing his entire life play out before him. But here's the fascinating part. He experienced every action from the perspective of those he had interacted with. He felt the joy he brought to his family, the pain he inflicted on others, and even the far-reaching consequences of his decisions. It was, by all accounts, a deeply transformative experience. Similarly, Betty Eadie, a woman who had a near-death experience during surgery, described something remarkably similar. She was shown her life in a panoramic view where she not only saw the events unfold, but also felt the emotions of the people she encountered as if they were her own. The life review phenomenon raises some, profound questions. Questions about the nature of karma, the interconnectedness of our actions, and perhaps the possibility of accountability in the afterlife. Is it maybe a final reckoning, a kind of cosmic judgment of our earthly deeds? Or could it be an opportunity, a chance for reflection, for truly understanding the impact of our choices and discovering the true measure of a life lived? The idea of experiencing the afterlife alone is, a daunting thought for many. But what if we transition to the other side alongside loved ones? The shared near-death experience of Al and Jean Sandow offers a glimpse into this intriguing possibility. Al, a World War II veteran, lay dying in a hospital bed, his beloved wife, Jan, by his side. As Al's consciousness began to fade, Jean experienced a sudden surge of energy and found herself drawn into a realm of light and beauty alongside her husband. They described walking hand in hand through fields of vibrant flowers, bathed in a warm golden light. Though unable to speak in the traditional sense, they communicated through a form of telepathy, their thoughts and emotions flowing seamlessly between them. They encountered deceased relatives and friends, sharing embraces and words of love. The experience, though brief, left an indelible mark on both Al and Jean. Upon his return, Al's health miraculously improved, and he shared a renewed sense of purpose and connection with his wife. The shared NDE of Al and Jean raises fascinating questions about the nature of consciousness and the bonds of love. Could it be that our souls, intertwined in life, remain connected even after death? Is it possible for loved ones to reunite in the afterlife, offering each other comfort and support as they transition to a new realm of existence? Colton Burpo's story, which captured the hearts of millions worldwide, offers a child's innocent perspective on the afterlife. At the tender age of 4, Colton fell gravely ill, requiring emergency surgery. As doctors fought to save his life, Colton embarked on a journey to heaven, a journey he vividly recalled upon his recovery. He described meeting Jesus, who he said had beautiful brown hair and a bright smile, and riding a multicolored horse. He spoke of reuniting with his miscarried sister, whom he had never met in life, and his great-grandfather who had passed away years before Colton was born. His descriptions, detailed and innocent, resonated with audiences worldwide, offering a message of hope and comfort, particularly for those grieving the loss of loved ones. Colton's story, chronicled in the best-selling book Heaven is for Real, sparked both fascination and debate. Skeptics questioned the validity of a young child's memories, while believers embrace Colton's story as evidence that heaven is a real and tangible place. Whether taken literally or metaphorically, Colton Burpo's experience highlights the power of faith, the resilience of the human spirit, and the enduring fascination with the possibility of life after death. Our final chapter takes us on a journey with Mellon Thomas Benedict, a man who claims to have died and returned with profound insights about the universe and the nature of reality. In 1982, Mellon Thomas was diagnosed with terminal cancer and given just a few months to live. As his body succumbed to the disease, he experienced a profound near-death experience that would forever alter his perspective. He described leaving his body and entering a void, a state of pure consciousness where he encountered a brilliant light. This light, he said, was not a being but a source of all knowledge and creation. He was shown the interconnectedness of all things, the ebb and flow of energy that binds the universe together. He was given glimpses into the future, witnessing both the beauty and the potential destruction that humanity faces. Upon his return, Mellon Thomas experienced a spontaneous remission from cancer. He dedicated his life to sharing his extraordinary experience, emphasizing the importance of love, compassion, and our interconnectedness with all things. Mellon Thomas Benedict's story, with its focus on universal truths and cosmic consciousness, pushes the boundaries of traditional near-death experiences. It challenges us to expand our understanding of life, death, and the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the veil of our perceived reality. These stories, each unique and awe-inspiring, offer a glimpse into the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. They remind us that death, often feared as an ending, might be more accurately viewed as a transition, a passage to a realm beyond our current comprehension. Whether you believe in the afterlife or not, near-death experiences continue to fascinate and inspire us, challenging our preconceived notions and prompting us to ponder the nature of consciousness, the meaning of life, and the mysteries of the great beyond. What do you think happens after we die? Do these stories resonate with your own beliefs? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going.